Welcome, and thank you for joining us again for another Ultimate Fighting Chemistry Championship. I am the Ufcc Commissioner, Vladimir Markovnikov, and joining us for the first time after retirement, Carbon 14.
Thanks, Vladimir. I was actually forced to retire because I was emitting too much radioactive energy as I was decaying.
That's too bad, Carbon 14, but it happens to the best of us. Now let's talk about the fight card we have set up for tonight. The first thing we have lined up in the single atom covalent weight category is between oxygen and carbon. Who do you think will come out on top, Carbon 14?
Well, we've seen oxygen in action before, and she's one of the most electronegative fighters the Ufcc has ever seen. Her oxidizing fighting style can definitely make her a tough reactant in this equation.
That is true, but I'm not sure if oxygen has seen anyone like carbon in her fighting career. Carbon is coming out in a carbocation state, and she will not stop until she is stable. Let's take a look at these two. Fighting out of Group 14, Period 2 on the periodic table, weighing in at 12 grams per mole, presenting the challenger, Carbon!
Fighting out of Group 16, Period 2 on the periodic table, weighing in at 16 grams per mole, the victorious Oxygen!
Okay, fighters, protect yourselves at all times, have a clean fight, touch gloves, and go back to your corners.
Action. Here we go. Wait, I cannot believe my eyes. These two are actually forming a double bond. They formed a carbonyl group.
They're clearly strategizing so they can move up to the molecular category. This is the first time this has ever happened in the Ufcc.
They will move on to the main event to fight cyclohexane.
And now for a quick word from our sponsors.
Stay hydrated.
In a major twist of events, both elements will be moving on to the main event of the evening and fighting the reigning undisputed champion cyclohexane. What do you think about that, Carbon 14?
Well, Vladimir, I think it's now one of the greatest matchups in the molecular covalent weight category. Cyclohexane has yet to face anyone who can go longer than a round with her, but this newly formed carbonyl group just might be strong enough.
I agree, Carbon 14. Because oxygen is highly electronegative, this double bond is going to make carbon slightly positive. Neither of them will stop until they are stable. Let's take a look. Fighting! One of the most flammable substances of all time, weighing in at 86.16 grams per mole, the reigning undisputed champion of the world, cyclohexane. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And now for the Molecular Covalent Championship of the World. For fans in both OChem lectures and fans watching around the world, live from a distillation apparatus in Segerstrom 321, it's time!
Here we go, the carbonyl group already looking tired, Vladimir. I don't know if they're ready for 2 fights in one night.
You're right, cyclohexane looks pretty fresh out of the first round.
Cyclohexane is attempting to pull off her signature chair flip!
By knockout, cyclohexane!
Thank you.
Cyclohexane, it's always a pleasure to see you fight. You finished that fight in 14 seconds in the first round. What was your strategy coming in?
I have no idea. I don't know. I just did my chair flip.
All right, we'll have to catch up with her later. Big shout out to Huang Productions, where office hours are from 3 to 4 a.m. And remember, if you have any questions about anything you've seen today, make sure to see Joe afterwards. Join us next time for our SN2 reactions.